The Detroit Lions jumped headfirst into the free agent pool on Monday, agreeing to lucrative deals with defensive end Trey Flowers and cornerback Justin Coleman, shortly after adding wideout Danny Amendola on a one-year, $5.75 million pact. Flowers reportedly will receive a 5-year deal that averages at least $16 million per season, while Coleman agreed to a 4-year contract worth $36 million, according to NFL Network, making him the league's highest-paid nickelback. Neither deal can be officially signed until the new league year opens on Wednesday. All three players are former New England Patriots, though Coleman spent the last 2 seasons with the Seattle Seahawks, and Amendola spent 2018 in Miami. The Lions are run by 2 former Patriots and general manager Bob Quinn and head coach Matt Patricia. All-Pro safety Landon Collins and the Washington Redskins have agreed to a 6-year, $84 million deal with $45 million in guarantees, NFL Network reported. That means the New York Giants, who declined to use a $11.15 franchise tag on Collins and allowed him to become a free agent, now will face him twice a year in the NFC East. NFL Network reported Washington is also trying to trade inside linebackers Zach Brown and Mason Foster to free salary cap space to make a run at Baltimore Ravens free agent C.J. Mosley. Former New England Patriots offensive tackle Trent Brown will join the Oakland Raiders on a 4-year, $66 million deal, according to ESPN. The deal, with an average value of $16.5 million, would be the highest yearly pay for an offensive lineman, eclipsing Tennessee's Taylor Lewin, $16 million. Brown's deal would guarantee $36.75 million, according to the report, which came just 9 minutes after the beginning of the NFL's legal tampering window. The New York Giants are still involved in potential trade talks regarding mercurial wideout Odell Beckham Jr., according to The Athletic. Multiple reports throughout the offseason suggested the Giants would have to be overwhelmed to accept a deal for the wideout, which would leave the team holding $16 million in dead cap space. Free agent quarterback Nick Foles is expected to agree to a contract worth as much as $22 million per season with the Jacksonville Jaguars, NFL Network reported. Multiple outlets reported last week Foles was expected to join Jacksonville. Linebacker Quan Alexander is set to join the San Francisco 49ers when free agency opens on Wednesday, according to multiple reports. A key part of the Tampa Bay defense and a 2017 Pro Bowler who is coming off a torn ACL, Alexander is getting a 4-year deal worth $54 million, according to NFL Network. The deal also is said to have $27 million guaranteed. Defensive lineman Malik Jackson has agreed to a 3-year deal with the Philadelphia Eagles worth $30 million, ESPN reported. Jackson was released by the Jacksonville Jaguars last week, and the Eagles were pursuing help at defensive tackle with Haloti Ngata, free agent Michael Bennett, trade with Patriots, and Timmy Jernigan, $13 million option likely to be declined this week, expected to move on in 2019. The Denver Broncos exercised the contract options of top receiver Emmanuel Sanders and cornerback Chris Harris, according to multiple reports. Sanders will be back for a 6th season with the club and Harris will be entering his 9th. The Minnesota Vikings released offensive lineman Mike Remmers and declined the 2019 option for safety Andrew Sendejo, making both free agents. Minnesota will save $4.6 million of Remmers' $6.4 million cap hit for 2019 and all of Sendejo's $5.5 million figure. The Vikings also tendered 2 restricted free agents in safety Anthony Harris and tackle Rashad Hill. The Cincinnati Bengals resigned free agent tight end C.J. Uzomah on a 3-year, $18 million pact, per NFL Network, and right tackle Bobby Hart on a 3-year, $21 million deal, per ESPN. Uzomah, 26, had 43 catches for 439 yards and 3 touchdowns last season. Hart, 24, started all 16 games last season, allowing 11.5 sacks and taking 12 penalties. The New York Jets have agreed to re-sign cornerback Darryl Roberts, per multiple reports. The team also hopes to move on from linebacker Darren Lee, according to the New York Daily News. Lee was a first-round pick in 2016, and the Jets, or any team acquiring him via trade, must decide this spring whether to pick up his fifth-year option. The Buffalo Bills will sign former Houston Texans cornerback Kevin Johnson, according to multiple reports. Johnson, 26, was a first-round pick in 2015 but has missed 29 games through 4 seasons. The Arizona Cardinals will release tight end Jermaine Gresham once the new league year opens on Wednesday, ESPN reported. Arizona can save $2.5 million of Gresham's $8.2 million figure by releasing him, or $4 million with a post-June 1 designation, which would put $4.2 million in dead money on the cap in 2020. The Texans resigned defensive lineman Angelo Blackson to a 3-year deal worth $12 million, according to multiple outlets. New York Giants resigned restricted free agent center Spencer Pulley to a 3-year deal. Multiple outlets reported the contract is worth a total of $9.6 million. The Baltimore Ravens exercised the 2019 option for cornerback Brandon Carr, as expected. He will make $6 million in 2019 while counting $7 million against the cap. The New Orleans Saints resigned linebacker on a 2-year deal worth more than $4 million, per NFL Network. The Chicago Bears resigned restricted free agent tight end Ben Braunecker to a 2-year deal. The Carolina Panthers resigned safety Colin Jones to a 2-year deal, per multiple reports. The Cleveland Browns officially announced the release of tight end Darren Fells. Field Level Media.